Taylor.
Hello, buddy.
I mean, first of all, we'll start with the main event. Incredible performance by both guys.
Yeah.
But Volkanovski, you know, everyone's talking about his age, his chin. For him to come out and look basically as good as he ever has, give us your thoughts on his performance.
Yeah, I thought he looked incredible tonight. I don't ever remember Volk not having a good chin, and he's really not that old.
Were you surprised at how many shots, big shots, Diego was able to take and keep coming?
Yeah, fascinating thing. Niner, one of the production guys, was telling me during the fight that that Lopez was 5 inches taller, but only had a 1 inch reach advantage or something like that. Because I was surprised that Diego wasn't throwing more jabs and trying to stay on the outside and use his reach advantage a lot more. But you know, it was a good fight. Both guys, you know, dug deep, battled. And,
yeah. Obviously, look, whoever wins, wins. But for Volkanovski to win and become champion again, we remember how active he was when he first held the belt. For you personally, is it just cool that you know you have a guy who you can rely on anytime you need a champion to step up and fight?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have that many problems with guys. But there's no doubt about it that Volkanovski was one of the best ever. I mean, the guys like him and Pereira, and you know, they're always ready to fight and always willing to step in and do whatever it takes.
Paddy Pimblett, what a performance! You know, pretty much every question you could ask about that guy now answered. You know, he beat one of the best in the division in Michael Chandler. Give us your thoughts on his performance. What do we do with Chandler now and everything about that fight?
Yeah, people keep counting him out, but he keeps looking better and better and better every time he shows up. Yeah, Paddy Pimblett showed tonight that he is the real deal. Beating Michael Chandler and beating him the way that he did, I don't know how you can doubt the kid anymore.
It would seem likely that next fight out, he's going to get a big name opponent, right? And probably that would be the one that put him into title contention.
Well, tonight was a pretty big name opponent too. But yeah, he's in that spot now where he's going to be fighting top guys. Yeah.
Dana, right here. I guess there's a video of Paddy and Colby Covington getting into a
Yeah, I just heard that on the way in here.
You don't know any of what that was all about?
It happens all the time back here, though.
Pretty great performance from Yair Rodriguez. Some people online think maybe Pitbull just kind of froze under the UFC lights, especially in that first round. I don't really think he threw anything. So what did you make of that fight as a whole?
Yeah, I thought it was a good fight. And there's no doubt about it. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about it for years. The jitters, no matter where you've been or what you've done, you think you're going to come here and it's going to be the same, and it's not. I'm not sure if that happened to him tonight. You'd have to ask him, but I thought it was a good fight.
Pretty big star-making performance from John Silva. He even said that he thought he was carrying the promotion for this entire card throughout the week, had some of the biggest reactions. I'm curious what you made of his performance against Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah, I expected a lot from that fight. I'll tell you what I'll say about Bryce Mitchell. You know what happened, and you know, he's a grown man. He stood his ground, came out and faced the media several times, came in here and fought, and you know, I'm sure a lot of moments he's had leading up to this fight, including tonight in the cage, he felt like his back was against the wall, and he stood up like a man and he fought and did his thing.
John Silva was back here, and he asked me to ask you this. His goal is to get married to his partner in a church, and he offered to make you the best man at his wedding if you would pay for the wedding singer.
Well, wait a minute. So he wants to marry his partner
in a church.
And
he offered to make you
I'm the best man if I pay for it.
Pay for the wedding singer. Apparently there's some Brazilian singer he wants that is out of his price range. He asked me to pass the message along.
I'm going to need more information on this, but I'm probably in.
Amanda Nunes made big waves saying that she wanted to come back. She did a scrum backstage, apparently saying she does want the winner of Kayla Harrison and Juliana Pena. I'm curious, did she tell you this ahead of time before?
No, at the press conference when I pointed to her, she said yes.
And the past 2 years, during this week, the International Fight Week headliner has been announced. We don't have that yet. Are you guys pretty close to having that? I think a lot of people are excited to maybe see Khamzat Chimaev in a title fight. Is there any chance he's being looked at?
That would be fun. Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Danny, right here.
Yep.
Michael Chandler is now 1-5 in his last 6, but he's always been exciting and a fan favorite. What do you make of his performance tonight? And
he's always in the fight. I mean, he's always in the fight. You know, tonight was a big night for Paddy Pimblett. People, like we were just talking about, people have been doubting Paddy Pimblett every single fight he fights, and he's undefeated in the UFC. But Chandler's like our Arturo Gatti, man. Every time that guy goes in, you know you're in for a good fight. You know it's going to be a war, and you don't know whether he's going to win or lose.
Can you speak to the depth of the featherweight division? John Silva, we talked about his performance. He's not even ranked right now. We have Volk, we have Lopez, we have Yair. Like, this is a very stacked division. Can you remember?
Silva he'll be ranked after tonight.
Definitely. Is this deeper than it's possibly ever been?
Yeah, I just feel like it all keeps getting better and better. Yeah.
Yeah, due to COVID and other reasons, Alex Volkanovski was never able to defend his belt at home. Now that he's the champ again, will you work with him to maybe let him have his first defence in Sydney, Australia?
I mean, you never. Everything's about timing and where we're planning on going this year already and all that stuff. But yes, we would love to do that for him.
That would be great.
Dana,
Yeah.
Ilia Topuria recently said that he was promised a title shot.
Who did?
Ilia Topuria
Okay.
at 155. Is that the case, or what's next for him at 155?
We're working on it. we got a lot of shit to do. Yes, I mean, obviously, you know, he's one of the biggest stars in the company. If we had something in planned, we would have announced that already.
And is there any update on potentially taking the UFC to Spain? Obviously, you're mentioning he's the
No, we're still working on that too.